Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I've been getting a lot of requests for minimal makeup looks with masks that will last, don't kind of rub off as much, which is going to be more matte. And then as well as skincare concerns from the masks kind of giving them blemishes around the mask area. Same difference as if you lean up and talk on the phone all the time, bacteria and things can get on there and kind of smush in between your skin and can kind of cause some blemishes. So I'm going to address some of those concerns with you today. We're going to try to avoid getting the blemishes to begin with, but if you do get them, how to correct them. Real quick, I apologize if you can hear any car noise coming up. I'm in a canyon right now in LA and it kind of echoes up. I'm going to try to limit it with my microphone, but please bear with me. I'm going to divide this video into two parts. This first one is going to be my AM skincare routine as well as this minimal makeup look that I wear with a mask. And then the second one is going to be a more full face if you prefer to wear full face with a mask. And then in that video, I'm going to show you how I remove it and then what I've been using as my nighttime skincare routine. So I teamed up with Walmart. I've always really liked working with them. They're a retailer that has a ton of choices. Their stores are so large. Their selection is really large. In recent times, I've noticed that Walmart has really expanded their offerings when it comes to makeup as well as skincare, bringing in more prestige and higher end brands. They're also offering a lot more mindful beauty options, which is great. So this video is sponsored. Anything you buy from my links below is an affiliate link. It will earn me a commission. You are free to go directly to the site. You do not have to purchase from my links. I just want to let you know, as always. I like working with Walmart because they're a large retailer. I can pick anything that they carry and they don't censor me, which is exactly the only time that I will take sponsorships. If you're not able to get into a store and you want to order online, online is free 2-day shipping on all qualifying orders over $35. You can order online and even pick it up in store, sometimes same day, depending on the time of day that you pick it and if the product is in stock, obviously. I actually read something the other day that was kind of trippy. It said 90% of Americans are within 10 miles of a Walmart. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. that's a lot of stores. As always, guys, I'm going to leave some information on the bottom of the screen here, just in case I forget to cover it, like how much the product is, how much you're getting, if it's vegan, cruelty-free, all of those things. I do need to film outside right now because space is limited, and I did the demo inside. It's really up close so you can see it, and I'm just going to talk over it here because I couldn't talk down there. As always, guys, there will be timestamps below if you care to skip around to any certain area. This look is pretty simple. For me, I'm not typically wearing a full face of makeup if this is covering my face like this. I'm focusing more on my just filling in my brows, and I like lashes. If you want, you can definitely wear more eyeshadow. I love a lot of these, I always call it NYX, but it's NYX. I can't help it. It's just because it's all capital. Whatever. For the NYX palettes, you could even use a little bit of bronzer if you just want something simple. But in the second video, I'm going to show you more intense, some like cat wing liner and some glitter in case you want to wear more. Okay, so I didn't demo this because, again, space is limited right now where I am. Okay, so first up is my first morning cleanse. You guys know I kind of like a milky cleanser or a jelly cleanser, and this is Bliss. I've been trying a lot of their stuff for a while now, and I really, really like the skincare line. This is no parabens, it's no SLS, no SLES. I really like it. It's all vegan and cruelty-free, made in the US. This is called a makeup melt, but I use it just like a jelly cleanser. So I just put this on dry skin. I just rub it around a little bit, take a washcloth with lukewarm water and wipe this off, and this has been my first cleansing step. You guys know I always need like a vitamin C, and for the longest time during, everybody staying at home, I just kind of let everything go, and I wasn't really following up with everything. I told you guys I wasn't really feeling that well, and so I'm definitely getting back in my routines, which is nice. My cat's up here. He crawled up on the deck. He's been indoor-outdoor cat now, so he's been hunting everything. So the next is a vitamin C serum by Bliss. I like this because this is ethyl exorbic acid, which is nice because it's really stabilized. This is mixed with some peptides too that is said to help stimulate collagen. Again, LAA does that as well if you've watched any of my skincare videos. But I put this down. This is what kind of consistency it is. If you can see that. It has a light orange scent to it. That vitamin C is one of the most effective ones I've found at that price point, so that was a great find. I'm very happy with it. They do have a moisturizer as well, but I prefer the serum. And then as always, my go-to moisturizer that is more on the affordable end is always going to be the CeraVe. This is the PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. The difference between the AM and the PM is the AM contains a sunscreen in it and the PM does not. I prefer my moisturizer to be separate than my sunscreen because I feel like it can't do either one very well when they're mixed. I want something that's going to penetrate my skin for moisturizing, but I also like a physical sunscreen, which is supposed to sit on top of my skin, so those two kind of don't play well together. So I always just get the PM one and I use it AM and PM. If you're using this AM, just make sure, like I'm going to show you, follow it up with a separate SPF, because what you have in your makeup alone is not enough. Now, if you're wearing your mask, I'm assuming that you are going to be stepping outside in some aspects, so even if you're sitting near a window or out on your back porch or anything like that, always wear sunscreen. I've been using the Neutrogena Sensitive Skin. This is a mineral sunscreen because it's meant for sensitive skin. Most that are chemical, your skin has to absorb it, and sensitive skin doesn't really work well with that. This is SPF 60. If you are going to be somewhere where you're taking pictures with the flash, this will give you flashback. Any physical sunscreen typically will, because it's reflecting light back. So just be mindful of that. And if you do want to take pictures a lot, you may want to opt for a chemical sunscreen. Now, I typically prefer more luminous foundations. My skin is more on the dry side, but with the health things that I've been dealing with, my body temperature has been going crazy lately, and so I can get a lot more warm. And especially if I'm going somewhere, like if I'm going to my doctor's appointments and stuff, I can sometimes be in there for 3 hours wearing a mask. So I notice that I'll get like a sweat mustache. So I've been trying to figure out, you know, what foundation would play well with me. So I've kind of been mixing it too. I got the L'Oreal True Match. I used to use the L'Oreal Lumi, and I really like that one. And I never really got into this one, because this one, even though it says it's more of like a lotion, it still is a little more matte to me than I would call it a satin finish more than luminous. And then I've been mixing some of the e.l.f. one with it. Now this is the Flawless Satin Foundation. I mix these two when I have a spray tan on. I don't right now, so I just have this one on. This one is in the color N3. So what I like about the L'Oreal too is they have C for cool undertones, which are going to be pink, W for warm, which are going to have yellow undertones, and then the neutral is the balance between the two. So it's a lot easier to find your color, I find, in the L'Oreal line. And even the e.l.f. one, if you go online and you click on them, it'll tell you what the undertones are, which I really like. So then I went in and filled in my eyebrows. We all know I'm no eyebrow expert, so I don't really think you need a tutorial on that from me, but this is the NYX, the eyebrow pencil. This one is in medium brown. I could have used to go one more color up. I do like that it's that little football shape, so it's easier to fill them in a lot quicker. Again, this one is just a little more warm. Since I haven't been really coloring my hair, I have it in some weird little bun thing right now. My hair is a lot darker, so I definitely have to get my eyebrows to match. Then for concealer, I've been using this L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Concealer. I like this because, again, I don't want something really dry and crepey under my eyes. I'm going to be 39 on the 3rd, and I don't need anything that's going to kind of crepe in those lines. So I put it just a couple dots around here and then just blend it out. I have been using the Real Technique sponge. I love how big this sponge is. And really what I'm going for in a makeup look when I'm going out now is I really just kind of want simple. I mean, most of my face is being covered up, you know, right here. And so my focus is kind of on my eyes, and I always just love lashes. Not everyone's a lash person, or some of you may have gorgeous eyelashes, so you just need some, maybe a eyelash curler and some mascara. I have like 3 eyelashes. And right now I still have the remnants of some individual eyelash extensions, so they're like 3 weeks out though, so they need to go. I put these eyelashes on top. I'll get to that in a minute. I went on with the NYX bronzer. They have this in 2 shades. I really like the consistency of it. It's very pigmented and it's very smooth. This Revlon blush, I just accidentally pushed my finger through and popped this thing out. So then I just go on with a little bit of blush. I don't do contour and highlight and all of that if I'm just going out and running errands, again, because my face is all covered up anyway, and again, I just kind of want my focus to be up here. I prefer more like plummy or rose colors, and that's what this Revlon one is in Marvelous. Marvelous. The lashes I'm wearing right now are the Salon Perfect 614. I really like these. They remind me of like, they're just kind of like long and wispy. I have those over, and I did use, you'll see me apply them. I use the Duo brush on adhesive. I really like that. Once you paint it on, and make sure that you don't like ooze too much out at once, and then just let it get a little tacky and then place them on. I've been drinking water while I've been sitting out here, so I'm gonna reapply this. This is the Burt's Bees Hibiscus Tinted Balm. I love a good tinted balm. Now, because I'm going to be covering my face like this, I was wearing lip glosses because that was always my go-to, and then it was getting stuck. I was always just used to putting lip gloss on, and then I was putting this on, and like so many of my masks have like this, it's just like a stain. Even though I washed them, I couldn't get it out, so I'm like, that's pointless. And then I was taking off my mask, and I was realizing I had lip gloss down here, and I'm like, okay, well, I want something that's gonna hydrate my lips, that's gonna give me a little bit of tint, because I prefer a little bit of tint myself. Now, if you have oily skin, you may prefer to go with a more matte foundation, and if you know you're going to be sweating or warm, you might want to give yourself a dusting of powder, a light one. And if you don't want it everywhere, just put it right where your mask is going to sit, and that can help the makeup transferring. Now, I'm sure most of us, we have a bunch of masks at this point. So I have this one. This one almost reminds me, it feels like a diaper because it's so large. Like, look at this. It goes all the way around my chin. That's crazy. Kitty. Hi. She's fat. Go hunt. I just noticed I'm wearing my shirt inside out. I really think it's true. If you don't use it, you lose it. I feel like I'm losing it. Like, what the heck? How did I do that? I don't even know. Oh, I changed my bra. I was wearing a sports bra earlier. Well, earlier in the demo, my shirt was on right side in. What are you gonna do? I do have anxiety, and I'm a shallow breather. So I was finding it difficult in the beginning. I'm much more used to them now, to be wearing masks for long periods of time. And the way that I would have to wear them for long periods of time was going into the doctor, because you're wearing it the minute you walk in, the waiting room, then inside the room, talking to the doctor, leaving. So sometimes I was in it for 3+ hours, and I was struggling to breathe. So I found 2 tricks that helped me, and they might help you. If you've ever seen those ones that kind of look more like a painter's mask, it's a molded mask, some blue ones. I was cutting the string on the side because those ones go all the way up over, and I was putting those in there like this to provide kind of like a surface it gave me to breathe, and it also made sure that only this made contact with my face, so it wasn't like constantly rubbing. That's a good way to avoid blemishes. So then you can find things like this, like face brackets, where you put this on and then the mask goes over it like this. And then that way you have a little bit of a barrier between. It's easier to speak like this too, because it's not right against your face and it's not touching that much of your face. That looks weird. I feel like, do I look like Bane? Silence of the Lambs, that's what it feels like. But did kind of want to mess around with some things. Some of them I sewed a button to, and then a button inside the mask, so I could just click this in like this. And then this one I even cut a little bit out of the nose because it was kind of stabbing me, because this mask is larger. And then just like that. So again, if you can see, well, wait, let me see. So see that? It covers my face more. Like literally, this one looks like a diaper. It's so big. I prefer just, you know me, all black. I prefer all black masks. So if I'm in it for a long time, I'll just put one of these or a painter mask in between, and I wear it like this. Just make sure it's completely covering your nose and underneath your chin, and you should be good to go. Now I'm going to film my next video with the more intense makeup and then the nighttime skincare. So I will have that video linked here too for you guys, so you can check both out if you want. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.